My name is Ginta Kaneshiro, and I'm a 20-year-old college student. I had a problem, though.
Jinta, have you found a woman you're interested in yet?
No, not yet.
Ugh, you're still the same as ever.
Ever since I turned 20 years old, people had been getting annoying asking me about whether or not I was interested in any women. I know what you're saying, but I'm not interested in anyone, so what can I do?
You have to do something. Your father is worried about you.
That woman with the dissatisfied expression is called Kohaku Shirogane. She's 2 years older than me and has been serving my family as a maid since I was 14 years old. Yeah, my family is rich enough to be able to hire a maid.
Your father often says he wants you to find a good partner and get married while you're still young. You're already 20 years old. Don't you think you should take it a little more seriously?
My father is so interested in my love life because he's probably worried about me becoming the successor to his company. My love life is none of his business. What's the rush? It's rare for anyone to get married at 20 nowadays.
I'm not in a hurry. I didn't have any love interest when I was 20 either. It's one thing if you've been unlucky in love, but you're never interested in anyone to begin with. You could be a little more proactive.
No, I'm not interested in love or marriage.
Are you planning to stay single for the rest of your life?
Marriage isn't for everyone.
I don't deny that, but you'll never know if you stay a bachelor forever.
Oh, shut up. How am I supposed to fall in love if I don't love anyone?
Boo.
When I find someone I like, I'll become interested in love. But there's just no one that I like around me right now. That was only a half-truth.
If you're sure, I understand.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's your life, but
Huh?
as long as your father orders me to help you find a lover, I'm gonna continue to do so.
All right.
Excuse me.
The truth is, there was someone that I liked. I'd be happy if I could marry Kohaku. I'd had a crush on Kohaku Shirogane since the first time I met her, but I still hadn't been able to tell her how I felt. There was nothing I could do. She worked as my maid, so we'd had a business partner type relationship for 6 years already. I, as her master, thought I might be a burden to her if I told her how I felt. Or even worse, she might quit her job. So I decided to keep pretending that I wasn't interested in love. I figure I'd be happier if she stayed by my side forever as a maid. It seemed inevitable.
I was in trouble. I knew love was a personal affair, though. If there was no one that he loved, then there was nothing anyone could do. In that case, I have no choice but to take the initiative.
The next day...
Master Jinta, please look here.
What's this about?
This is the data of the women who have met the requirements to be matchmaking candidates for you.
All of these women? There are 30 pictures!
Yeah, I personally picked out women who'd be suitable for you based on your personality, hobbies, and other abilities.
How in the world did she do all this? This was too much to do in one night.
You said you'd become interested in love when you found someone to love. With this many women, I'm sure there'll be at least one woman who you're interested in.
Well...
I'll set up a reasonable schedule for your blind dates, of course. How about it?
Kohaku,
Yes?
do you want me to marry so badly?
Well, yes.
I see. Oh, I understand.
If you're happy, then I'll be happy too. So if I find you a nice partner, I'll be happy. Of course. As I said yesterday, it doesn't mean that you absolutely have to get married. I'm just saying that I'd be happy if you had more options for happiness.
Okay. I'll do it. Just schedule it all.
Sure.
If it made her happy. If it made her happy that I was in love with someone other than her, maybe I just had to give up.
Phew. I'm glad. Your father will be relieved.
What? She didn't have to smile so happily. She hardly ever smiled in front of me. My matchmaking activities began the very next day.
Thank you very much for today. I hope to see you again. She was the 10th woman. This lady just now. She seemed smart, but her taste in food doesn't match yours. She's not very interesting and doesn't have a lot of topics to make small talk about, so there'll be no second date with her. Now then, let's analyze the data of the 11th woman.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
For some reason, Kohaku wasn't satisfied with sitting back and letting me control the process. Without even listening to my answers, she'd reject my dating partners. It's true that I still hadn't met a woman that I liked, but I thought that my opinion should have been more valuable. Kohaku, you want me to be positive about love, right?
Yeah, of course. But I don't want you to go out with just anyone. We have to be very careful and select the perfect partner for you.
I appreciated her saying that, but from my point of view, it didn't matter who I chose. It was impossible for me to fall in love with anyone more than I was in love with Kohaku.
This is the 11th woman's data. Please have a look through it.
No thanks.
What?
I'm going on another date with the woman that just left. So far, out of all the women I've talked to, I've liked her the best.
Well, okay, if you say so.
It wasn't true. I just wanted to end this matchmaking business as quickly as possible. It felt like I was picking women from a revolving conveyor belt, like at a sushi restaurant. Thanks for everything. I'll try to do the rest on my own.
Boo!
Kohaku?
I get it. I'll give you her contact info then.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Did I say something to offend her?
That's weird. I should be happy that he's found someone he wants to date, but I'm bothered about it for some reason.
On the day of our first date. Well, I'm off.
Okay, please be careful. Phew. Today is Jinta's first date with that woman. It's a memorable day for him. He's never been interested in women, and he finally took the first step. I'm not sure why, but I've been feeling a strange discomfort in my chest since the other day. What is this feeling? Then, why was I following Jinta so suspiciously? I figured it out. I knew why I was so confused. I was worried about whether or not their date would go well. Mostly because he'd never gone out with anyone before. I was doing it for him. As a safety net, in case something went wrong. As a maid in his service, I tracked him in disguise. I wasn't following him out of curiosity or jealousy, so I technically wasn't stalking him. I just saw that woman trying to touch Jinta's hand. How dare she do that so casually? They shouldn't be holding hands on their first date. Why am I getting all worked up? This is weird. I guess they'd say their goodbyes at that point. The atmosphere between them led me to believe it didn't go well. Jinta smiled affectionately the whole time. Maybe he didn't get on well with the other women. There wasn't one moment that I saw him truly looking happy. Most of the places they stopped weren't to his taste. Perhaps he was just humoring her. And she didn't even seem to realize that he was taking it easy. I didn't think he'd be happy if he kept associating himself with that woman. But it had to be him that made that decision. I unintentionally caught myself following the woman. What I was doing can now be considered stalking. However, from what I saw on their date, I didn't get the impression that she cared about him very much. It made me want to know what kind of woman she was and how she really felt about him. Oh, hello? Yeah, I'm done. He was so easy. He said he'd never been with a woman before. I think it'll be easy. That phone call. Is she talking about Jinta? He seems to be very rich. Yeah, I'm gonna try and squeeze as much as I can out of him. I thought. Wait, why are you here? Why? It's obvious, isn't it? I'm Master Jinta's maid. It's my duty to deal with anyone that wants to marry him. Ugh. Don't come near him ever again, got it? Do you understand what that means? I'm gonna physically prevent you from seeing him again.
3 days after our date. I can't believe it. I've tried calling her so many times, but she doesn't answer. She isn't even reading my messages. I was supposed to have a second date with her that day, but I couldn't get in contact with her. I guess it means she doesn't like me. I'm not used to women. I must have bored her.
No, sir.
What?
There's nothing wrong with you. It's just that the woman you were with wasn't a nice person.
Is that so?
Yeah, of course.
Well, that's fine. I had no idea how she could be so sure, but I believed it if she said so. There was no point in getting hung up and depressed. I left a part of my day free because I thought I had a date today, but it turns out it's gonna go to waste. There's nothing else to do, is there? Huh?
If it's okay with you, do you want to go out with me?
What? It was strange. She always said it was her duty to take care of the house. She never went out for anything other than shopping. It made me happy though, so I didn't think anything of it.
It looks like today's date was canceled because of my intervention. I'll have to make it up to him.
Hey, Kohaku.
Yes?
Does this mean we can have a date instead?
What?
Look, I only had my first date just the other day. I still don't know a whole lot, but I'd love to have you as a practice subject.
Oh, is that what you meant? Alright then, I'll be your date for the day.
Then it's settled. Let's go. What?
You want to hold hands?
Of course, we're on a date.
Okay.
I thought it was a little sneaky of me to grab her hand, but it was a great chance for me to have a date with Kohaku. It might never happen again. I figured it wouldn't hurt anyone to spend one day as lovers. That was fun.
Yeah.
The sun had already begun to set. Our good time had passed so quickly. It was time to head home.
I really enjoyed today.
Kohaku?
I didn't know that going out with you would be so much fun.
That's 'cause we've never gone out together.
I guess so. Maybe it would have been better if we never found out what a date together would have been like.
I did too.
Huh?
I'm glad I went out with you today. It might have been the most enjoyable day of my life so far.
That's a bit... You're overreacting.
That's not true. I really feel that way. It went much better than my date with that woman the other day. No matter where we went, it was always boring. No matter what we talked about, it was always boring. Today was so much fun compared to that other date.
I'm sorry.
What? Why are you apologizing?
It's all my fault. I tried to force you into finding a girlfriend, and because of that, you had to suffer through that date. So I'm gonna leave you alone. It's best to choose a lover whom you yourself think is the ideal partner, not someone that you were coerced into choosing, someone that you choose of your own free will. It's not very likely that you'll ever find your ideal partner. I'll tell your father it'll take a while.
I found you.
What?
If I'm looking for my ideal partner, I've already found her. You're my ideal partner, Kohaku. I've known it ever since we first met. You're the reason I've never had a girlfriend. I've never been able to fall in love with anyone but you.
Wait a minute. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I wasn't gonna tell you. I was about to give up. But today's date made me think. I still wanted to be her boyfriend, even if it meant that she had to stop working for my family.
I swore to your father that I'd stay by her side forever, Jinta.
Kohaku.
So if you're gonna be with me, you've gotta prepare to be with me for the rest of our lives. Are you sure? Okay, but being your lover or even your wife won't change the fact that I will continue to work for you.
Does that mean it's okay?
That's what I said. Please don't make me say it again. It's embarrassing.
Then,
I see. I didn't know you had it in you.
we began dating and reported it to my father. He happily gave us his blessing.
Are you sure?
After thinking about it, I feel that you made a very safe decision by choosing Kohaku. I think it's a very good idea.
It feels natural. We continued our relationship with my father's approval. But
Oh, but do you know what? If you're dating Ginta, you can't be our maid anymore, so we won't be paying you a salary from today onwards.
What?
I had a feeling that might happen. Kohaku had never been anything but a maid. This was gonna leave her scrambling to find a new job. But that's a story for another time.